Right. So, and do you think that then for people who are not like their livelihood is not dependent on this, and they just want to look great, be fucking strong, be in the gym, but they're not competitors. Do you think there are certain, besides taking the appropriate deloads and manage fatigue, in terms of intensity, frequency, and I guess just general programming of a certain exercise, is a good way of doing it to play it as safe as possible while still making good progress, if this question makes any sense?
You know, the good news about if you just want to be strong and go to the gym and stuff like that is that if you're not serious about strength athletics, you probably won't get strong enough to get hurt much. So it's a self-solving problem. The biggest predisposition to getting hurt is technique. So if you have good technique, you're already doing your best. The second predisposition to getting hurt is how strong you are. The stronger you are, the more likely you are to get hurt. I have never seen ever, and I mean ever, a female who's benching like 40 kilos get hurt. Ever. Have you ever seen a female get hurt benching? I've literally never seen that. Just not strong enough for herself. Like if she was strong enough for herself benching, she could like accidentally slip and fall on ice, put her hands out, and break both of her fucking hands off. Like, well, fuck, man, you must have been really weak, right? She's not that weak, but benching's just about that much force, right? So, how many times have 500-pound bench pressers gotten hurt benching? Every time you bench more than 200 kilos, you're rolling the dice. Everyone, right? Unless you can usually bench 300 kilos, and then 200 is easy. But as you go to 270, 280, 290, you roll the dice. So very few people get hurt benching 100 kilos. Almost no one gets hurt benching 50 kilos. So if you want fitness and to be in great shape and not get hurt, number one, don't lift very heavy. Stay above 5 reps. That's a good start. If you want to be strong, you got to go below 5 reps every now and again, and then technique is what's going to save you. And also, just make sure to take good fatigue management. Take heavy and light days. And if I'll tell you this, if there's ever a day in which you feel really sore, tired, or fatigued, just take a fucking light day because you're not like an athlete that wants to be the best. Just don't push it when you know you shouldn't. And here's the thing, I don't have to explain this because everyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about. We all come to the gym and we're like, I shouldn't do this. And you fucking your training partner looks at you and he's like, you going up to 200? And you're like, yep. Put your belt on, 200 squishes you and you're like, ow, that was stupid. Yeah. Don't do that. If you're an athlete, there are going to be times when you have to do that. You got to nut up and do what it takes. If you're recreational, you don't want to get hurt, don't. Come back the next day, 2 days later, come back stronger and ease in. And another big thing is warm up, man. I don't even know why I have to say this, but I do. Warm up, for Christ's sake. I mean, the amount of stupidity in this in our field is unbelievable. I remember Pavel Tsatsouline. If I knew how to pronounce his name in Russian, I'd probably do a better job. But you know who that is, Pavel?
No, unfortunately.
That's very good that you don't know who that is. He's a guy that wrote like a bunch of strength books, and he's like a Russian dude. He's really skinny. He can deadlift a lot because he has long arms. But he's literally gone on record as saying that warming up is stupid. You shouldn't do it.
That's an interesting take.
Someone asked me, they're like, Dr. Israetel, what do you think about Pavel Tsatsouline's stance on like not warming up? And I was like, I fucking lost it. I was like, I think that's what fucking weak people say. Like, I don't know, like I squat like, what did I squat last? I squatted 195. I squatted for 4 sets of 8 slow eccentrics in a high bar squat. And these are full Olympic depth squats or whatever. I don't just fucking walk in and do that. It takes me like 6 warm-up sets to get to that weight. The first thing I squat is in my body weight. After I squat 60 kilos, okay, actually, no, sorry. I squat 20 kilos first, I squat the bar. Then I squat 60 kilos, then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I think a lot of people who are recreational think, I'm recreational, I don't have to warm up. Well, if you don't want to get hurt, warm up. And it can be as easy as this. If you're using 70 kilos on the bench press, do the bar for a set of 15, stretch your pecs out a little bit, move around, do some shoulder rotations, then do like 50 kilos for a set of 5, good pauses on the chest, take a little break, and then do 70 kilos. But how many people do you see at the gym who bench 70 kilos for reps, show up, put 70 kilos on, and start fucking going?
Yeah.
I see a shit all the time. I train at an undergraduate gym, so I have all sorts of fun looking at people be like, you look at someone else who knows how to lift, you look at the other guy, and you're like, let's find out where this goes. The guy's put like 3 plates on the bench without a warm up. You're like, okay, he might die, but it'd be very entertaining for us to see that. So maybe that's going to happen. So for people who are just training, for their own personal amusement and all the benefits that come with it, warm up, practice good technique, and when you're really beat up, take a light day. That'll keep you away from almost all injuries. But when you push it, sometimes you'll get hurt. And then most injuries are nothing to write home about. Do rehab, recover, and within no time.